Hi, I'm Charlie and my son Freddie goes to Megan Baker House every Wednesday in Ledbury. When Freddie was born, he had a fetal maternal hemorrhage, which means that he lost the majority of his blood while he was still in the womb. And so when he was born, he needed to be resuscitated and he sustained severe oxygen deprivation, HIE grade 3, and severe brain damage. At the time, we were given a 1% chance of survival and a terrifying prognosis, and our world was thrown into disarray. Thankfully, he thrived and did really well. However, at the age of 1, he was still not sitting up independently, and I was getting increasingly depressed, struggling with the fact that his development was plateauing. Now, whilst we were in the NICU, the care was fantastic that we received. However, since then, there's obviously been massive budget cuts to therapy services, and we weren't able to access many services at all, the only one being physiotherapy. And even then, it was once every 6 weeks, which wasn't really enough to help Freddie to develop. And I was getting increasingly worried about his future and started looking on the internet, which is when I found Megan Baker House. Now, from the moment we first went to Megan Baker House, I felt positive, I felt welcomed, and for the first time I felt that people actually cared about improving Freddie's future. Initially we went to Leominster, which is an hour and a half away from where we live. We even travelled through the snow to get there because we found that what they were doing there was changing Freddie's life. Now, initially Freddie was too young and we couldn't find a group for him, so they offered us a few one-to-one sessions. But then when we met Sue and we moved to Ledbury, and Megan Baker House moved to Ledbury, we were able to come on a more regular basis, and at that point I could see automatically a huge change in Freddie and his abilities. Because they didn't feel that he was ready socially to be in a group, he was given weekly one-to-one sessions, which were utterly amazing, with 2 conductors. I learnt so much from being in there with him, and his progress was astronomical. He went, in a matter of a few weeks, he went from being non-mobile to being able to crawl, and then only a few months later he was able to walk. The difference in Freddie, thanks to Megan Baker House, is amazing. I can't thank them enough for what they've done and how they've supported my son. They have changed our future. They have changed the way that I look about Freddie, and they have made me increasingly positive about Freddie's future. Not only that, Sue and her team at Megan Baker House have massively helped my mental health. From Freddie's birth, I had a huge breakdown, and at various times I've had relapses, and Sue has always been there to help with her experiences and her positivity and her love of Freddie. I have learnt to look at Freddie through her eyes, to see her hope, to see her positivity, and she has helped me so much. On top of that, for the first time, I've been able to meet other parents who are in the same situation as me, with children who have disabilities, who can share my experiences that my friends can't. And Megan Baker have been a lifeline for us. They have provided us with so much hope, so much positivity, and I feel so lucky that I stumbled upon their name and conductive education when I was at one of my lowest points, because they have changed our future for the better.